Welcome to Invoice Tracking Tutorials. I will be your guide to Invoice Tracking 2009 Hybrid. From ZPSSoft's main webpage, www.zpssoft.com, open Product submenu on the left and click on Invoice Tracking, or click Products and then select Invoice Tracking. Either way, you will come to Invoice Tracking page at zpssoft.com. Select Download and click on the floppy icon. You can either save installation or run it straight from your web browser. Say yes to security warnings and run installation. Proceed with agreement and install Invoice Tracking on your computer. That's it. You're ready to test and open your account. Once you downloaded and installed Invoice Tracking Hybrid, you are ready to create your account with an InvoiceTracking.com community. Before you decide to do that, you may want to take a pic inside. From the welcome screen, select Create Account button. Then select Test. Remember that testing will only let you see a little bit of what is in. You will not be able to make any recordings. You can see part of the purchasing process by selecting real vendors, but you won't be able to finish the transaction. You can also view your account's payment screen, future reports, and that's about all. To be able to see more, you need to create your actual account. The first month is free without any obligations, so we suggest that you create one account even if you are not sure that you will intend to keep this application as a weapon of your choice. Download and installed Invoice Tracking 2009 Hybrid. You can create your actual company account. Start Invoice Tracking. Select Create Account. Select your account. Make sure you read all important information. Basically, it tells you that you're about to create a real account within the industry and company name that cannot be changed. Select your company industry. If you are not sure, click on the question mark next to the industry name to read an industry description. Type in your company name, see if it's available. Select your company logo, enter address and other basic information. This information will be available to each of your vendors or customers. Enter your company password. Remember that passwords are not retrievable, so you may want to use some password hint. Invoice Privacy Password determines who from InvoiceTracking.com community can do business with you. It can be with all or limited to vendors and customers that you provide with your password. From your welcome screen, select Inventory. Here you can manage all of your items. Notice that you have two basic types of inventories, for sale and not for sale. You can first create all of your item groups in your not for sale inventory so that they cannot be purchased before you are happy with what you have entered. In each item group, for each item, enter code name, price, minimum, and maximum order quantity. Code can be any combination of numbers and letters. You can have the same code in different item groups. They will not interfere with each other. Minimum order quantity is just suggested so it will not force the purchaser, but the maximum will not allow purchase orders to be placed with higher amounts. Keep in mind that this number stays the same regardless of how many purchase orders are created. Item details like photo and long description are not necessary. From your welcome screen, select Purchase, then click on desired country, industry, and vendor name. All of the available item groups that this vendor has to offer will appear. You can verify industry and vendor details before you make your purchase. To make a purchase, select item group and enter desired quantity for each item you wish to order. You cannot exceed maximum amount the vendor has set for each of his items. Once you enter all amounts, you can verify how much will this purchase cost by clicking on Calculate Totals button. You can also enter quick note that will pop up to your vendor's screen when he opens his invoice in his share window. You can select from the template or just type in your message. When you are ready, click on Save Invoice button. Once invoice was saved, you will see a confirmation message with newly recorded invoice number. From your welcome screen, select Receive button. In your vendors list, all vendors that have sent you orders will appear. Select vendor name whose delivery you are receiving. Select the invoice number. If vendor has sent you a quick note, it will appear before the invoice detail. Verify amount. You can also add a quick note to the vendor. Once you are done, click on Save Receiving. Upon receiving is recorded, you will be prompted with information and a question. Where do you want to place these items? You can select Inventory, and this will open your new item group and populate it with items you have just received. You can save this item group as your own items. To save, just follow the same procedure as you were manually entering items into your inventory. Photos are not transferred, so you will need to manually select your photos, if any. If you select Loading Dock, received invoice will remain in Open Deliveries, so you can later decide do you want to enter these items in your own inventory or not. In case you already have these items in your inventory or you don't intend to sell them, just select Remove. To record payments from your welcome screen, select Pay, then click on desired vendor name and all of his unpaid deliveries will appear. If the vendor has entered a quick note during his sale recordings, it will appear before invoice details. Select each invoice number to view order, delivery, and receiving details. For each transaction, date, time, total, and name values are displayed in the upper part of your invoice. Select payment method and enter payment number, if any of you wish to record, such as your check number, etc. You can also edit memo for your payments. You can check vendor's information by clicking on Vendor Details button. Click on Save to record your payment. Here we are looking at our vendor screen as he's recording a sale to our company. Vendors can record sale invoices as soon as customers save their purchasing invoices. From his welcome screen, our vendor selects Sale. All of his current customers are displayed. He selects our company, selects our invoice, and then View Invoice Details. Before recording his sale, our vendor can create his own quick note. He can also change amounts and quantities he is about to deliver to our company. He can view information about our company or additional information about any of ordered items. Once he is done, he will save delivery. Once delivery has been saved, he will be prompted with information message with sale invoice number.